The sun is up on this Monday morning in Lethbridge, and so are we. The Brier officially underway. It is day 4. So glad you're with us on this Monday morning. It is the Tim Hortons Brier from MMAC Center. First time that Lethbridge has hosted the Men's Canadian Curling Championship. There's our feature: New Brunswick, Grattan, Team Saskatchewan, and Colton Flash. So draw 6 last night. It was a battle of the Brads, a rematch of that Olympic trials final in Saskatoon, but Brad Gushue had Brad Jacobs' number again.
Well, he certainly did, and it really started early. He made a wonderful shot in 4. And when you make a shot like this, it really took a lot of wind out of the Northern Ontario sails.
That would set up a score for 3 in that end. Yeah, ho-hum. Pretty nice shot, though. 8-7, the final score. So Gushue, wildcard, still undefeated. British Columbia, a 7-3 win over Northwest Territories and Jamie Cooey. Jason Gunlickson, one of the 3 wildcard teams in the field, beating Quebec 9-7. And Paul Fleming, 2-0. Nova Scotia wins 8-4 over Nunavut. So the situation is this: 2 pools. Top 3 from each pool qualify for the playoffs. Pool A, Dunstone, Cooey, Botcher undefeated. Pool B, Gushue. That was a massive win to give him a chance to take top spot in that pool. And yeah, Paul Fleming at 2-0 as well. Come on inside the building. Good morning. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mudryk joined by Kathy Gauthier. And one of the big matchups that a lot of people were focusing on, Darren Moulding was certainly focusing on it as well, was that matchup. New Brunswick, Team Canada. Moulding taking on his former teammates that cut him from Team Canada. Is it good maybe for New Brunswick and Moulding that game was early on in the week?
It is. I think they want to put it behind them. Just so much extra pressure. The team wanted to do everything for Darren. As a result, James shot 64% in that game. That is not the team. Darren Moulding is a great player. You can't try to prove anything out here. Just play as a team. That's how you win. He's
from Alberta. Lethbridge is second home. He had family and friends in the building. It was certainly an emotional game. He's excited to be here. Meantime, same story for Colton Flash. He took on his former teammates in Game 1, won a Brier with Kevin Cooey and company. That went to an extra end. A great game. Colton, first time skipping at the Brier. He looks really comfortable.
He looks terrific, in my opinion. That game had every opportunity to go the exact same way as the New Brunswick game. Colton pulls within himself. He felt that he got cut and was forced back to being a skip. But he told us earlier this week, Brian, this is my position. I got bored at second. He is just so mature in this skipping position.
Saskatchewan, 1-1 record. New Brunswick, James Grattan, 1-2. Both these teams could make some noise this week in Lethbridge. First, Rock next.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. And by New Holland, proud supporter of Curling Canada.
I think our goal is just come out strong. We have a few games in the middle that, on paper we're maybe supposed to win, but this field's tough. So just learn the ice and just get better every game. And our goal for now is to get into the playoffs. And once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen.
Well, the goal is the playoff round for sure. Having that experience about battling through the entire week, staying in your zone and within yourself, not looking ahead. Those are going to be something that we've struggled with in the past, and having an experience third with Darren there is going to help us kind of get over that hump.
Glad you're with us on this Monday morning. Saskatchewan chasing their first Brier title since way back in 1980. New Brunswick looking for their first. It's time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with James Grattan out of the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Oromocto. Grattan, your skip. Second, Paul Dobson. Third, Darren Moulding. At lead, it is Andy McCann. Team Saskatchewan out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon. At lead is Daniel Marsh. That's his twin brother Kevin at second. Catlin Schneider at third. And Colton Flash is your skip. Rock colors on this Monday morning. It will be Yellowstones belonging to Colton Flash, Team Saskatchewan. Redstones, James Grattan, Team New Brunswick. And winning that draw to the button to start things off was Team Saskatchewan. So Andy McCann will start things in our feature match on this Monday morning. 5th Brier appearance for 39-year-old Andy McCann. And what, Kathy, in your mind, could be the difference in a game like this morning?
Well, it's really interesting because when you look through the orders with these teams at the lead and the third position, the percentages are tied. They are exactly the same. There's about 2% difference at the skips. There's the biggest spread at second, and so maybe it's going to be Kevin Marsh that's going to give his team, his Saskatchewan team, a bit of an edge.
Okay. Top 8. Full 8, boys, yeah.
And when you look at Styles, Colton Flash, known as a wonderful hitter, but what has produced the results and actually won Kim the Saskatchewan title is his ability to draw, and I would say that James Grattan is also one of the best drawers, so I think it's going to be a race to the button, and both of these men very capable of putting it on there at any point.
And for the Twins, Daniel and Kevin, second Brier appearance for both. They both suited up with Kirk Myers and Brandon back in 2019 with a 5-6 record.
That side was just sitting for so much longer, I think.
That's probably it.
More.
It's just a little more, but not much.
Doesn't need to be much.
Good line.
Line's good.
Hard.
Oh, look. It's kind of running a bit.
Hard. Gotta go. Really gotta go line. No weight too. Come on, Paul.
Line him up.
That Paul is Paul Dobson.
Hard.
And a good scrub. They'll find top 12.
Okay. So,
Same, or do you want to give us
I like
your
same,
top
to
8,
be honest.
and we want to be back 4.
So Flash got a 20 in practice, so
Yeah.
to top 8. So
Ice conditions have been great. Lots of movement, outside in, inside out, ability to carry stones. The difference that we have seen is that sometimes it's in the 15 neighborhood, so very, very quick. That's hog to hog. Sometimes 14 and a half. It doesn't sound that much different, but that half a second is a huge difference of being top of the house to back of the house, and that's the thing that the sweepers need to continue to communicate
Right here.
Maybe a little bit, Kevin.
and be a little patient on the brushing.
Shot.
Chief ice technician this week is Greg Owasco. Him and his crew doing a wonderful job. Chief umpire Diane Barker, and deputy chief umpire for this event, Brenda Rogers. Fourth Brier appearance for Paul Dobson.
Yep.
That time he skipped way back in Hamilton, 2007.
Good.
And been with Grattan for a few years now.
Nope, no good. All good. Good shot.
Shot, Paul.
I think we gotta expect some curl here.
I think so.
Probably a little fresh here, Kevin.
What's the weight here?
Just hack.
Hack? Okay.
So looking to roll back out to the wings, does not particularly want to sit there because that then gives New Brunswick the opportunity to get around that guard and the stone in front.
Kevin winning a silver medal with Bruce Corte at the 2016 Canadian Mixed Curling Championship back in 2016.
Any roll. Go. Roll it.
Great shot.
And little roll.
Okay, boys.
And you see Saskatchewan lying too with Hammer here in the first.
It's all you.
Let's start with keys to the game here, Kathy. We begin with Team New Brunswick.
Well, the even keel refers to the roller coaster ride a little bit for James Grattan. Was 64 in that game that had all the pressure against Brendan Botcher, but bounced back with a 90. That's where James needs to stay. And the line call patience is really about Darren Moulding. He is still learning how James throws. Does he have a softer release? And sometimes he's jumping on stones that need to wait. And that's just coming from more and more games that they have together.
Hard. Get it out. Okay.
And just out.
What'd you get on Dan? Hey.
Flash. Hey, Flat. What you
Well,
got?
the opportunity, as I mentioned
13 and a
already,
half.
is the biggest discrepancy is at the second position. That is where Kevin Marsh, if he sets the ends up, can push Paul Dobson. And the Be Sure, There is just so much confidence with Colton Flash. The rest of the team just needs to throw their confidence behind him and trust what he's calling and go with it.
Weight's good.
Keys to the game brought to you
Line's
by
good.
Purex
Pete,
Bathroom
back four.
Tissue, an obvious choice for
Line's
Western
good.
Canadians for over
Back
95
eight.
years.
Weight's pretty good.
Back
Over
eight.
curl if anything.
Back eight.
Weight's pretty good.
All there.
The other thing for Saskatchewan is coming into this game, they have one less game played than New Brunswick does. And so for Saskatchewan, still maybe learning a little bit. Like the call out to the wings. Not trying to cluster in the middle early.
Where we get out now?
Kathy, 3 Scotties titles for you, always a front-end player, and I know you skipped, but the challenges, a front-end player for a few years at a high level, and then for Colton, he has skipped before, we know that, but, you know, the Briar, it's a different beast, isn't it?
It is, and we talked a little bit about this. You asked that question the other night, are you born a skip or are you made a skip? The biggest difference, whether you're playing front end or not, everybody has a very important role to play. But as a skip, you have got to have the stomach and the desire to throw that last rock. And for me, I'm far too emotional as a player, too high, too low. That's not a good position. Colton, even in his demeanor, as you watch him, when he makes a great shot, when he misses, you're not going to see a whole lot. And that's the biggest key.
His former teammate, Kevin Cooey, a lot like that, a good poker player, right?
For sure. And there's nothing wrong with showing emotion on the ice as long as if you're really excited after making a great shot, you can also park it if you don't make a good one.
Curl it now. Curl it now. Go ahead.
Gotta go to get there. Sure. Okay, go then. Sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Time's a little light, but
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
hard. I don't think you can hurt it.
Hard,
Hard, Dan. You gotta get behind
Hard,
the
Dan.
tee. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't hurt it. You can't hurt it. You can't hurt it. Go. 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 Go.
Great shot.
So things setting up nicely here, Kathy, for Saskatchewan here in
Boy,
one
Kat.
with Hammer.
Very well done, spreading those stones out.
Oh, what?
Just like what, normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's.
I know we told the story a few times, but if you're watching our coverage for the first time, James Grattan said it took about a week to call Darren Moulding after he was cut from Team Canada. Said that Darren has gone above and beyond to be a wonderful teammate to these guys in Team New Brunswick and has fit in really nicely on the squad there.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Watch, Paul.
And they get a little kiss on that yellow.
Oh boy.
That rolls shooter
No weight.
out of the wings in the 8-foot, and it is not going New Brunswick's way here in the first.
But I think Darren just a little quiet with weight, and that
It's not the end of the
center
world,
line
but-
is always got the most pebble because
I
you're
like
throwing
control.
outside in on the draws to the
Heavy
button.
board.
I think sure. Use the sweep here.
And very few
Okay,
rocks go
board.
down the
I'm
center,
seeing,
so
like,
it does
edges.
grab a
Board
lot.
weight.
I need more, I think. I think it's going to curl a bit, don't you?
That's pretty close. That's
Okay.
out here. It shouldn't
Heavy
do too
board?
much.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Heavy board.
Board.
Huge opportunity here for Saskatchewan in this first end.
Board. Hard. Board. Hard.
Catlin Schneider.
Board. Hard. Board. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Clean!
Yep.
Yeah!
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
You know it's close. They're on and off.
Great shot.
Lovely touch shot. Saskatchewan lies 4 here in 1.
Oh, boy. Great shot.
Good sweep, boys.
Great shot.
I fired that one
Yeah.
pretty hard.
Whoa. Yep. Roll it. Roll it.
Great shot.
Great weight. Exactly what was called.
Just a little soft with it off the start. That's why I just wanted to hit it early.
I didn't think that was a call. I fired it out there.
Yeah. Just from my eye, it looked that way.
I thought I had to because I thought it was going to curl, and it did. Pretty
Well,
quick.
Kathy, a little bit softy here. Is that just the release not popping?
Yeah,
out of the
we're
groove,
just
or-
not, you're coming out at the stick, but instead of really setting the stone so that it runs straight, we heard Colton say that he thought he was soft so that the movement would start right away. And of course, if he overcurls, he jams, and that's why Colton got them on it to keep it out there. So looking for the double.
Probably not what James Grattan envisioned here in the first end. He settles in. A lot of yellow to deal with. What can he clean up? 1, 2, tap it over. Nice start for the skipper.
Really good. Makes the double and stays in front of that Saskatchewan stone, trying to group them so that even if Colton makes this, he's going to have to stay on the wide side, maybe a double back, and only give up 2.
Here. We're giving them 5.
Yeah, five's not good.
Yeah, same as
15th Brier appearance for James Grattan. He was 4-4 in the bubble in Calgary last year. A couple of bronze medals all time in 1997, 2002. Playing with our friend Russ Howard for a number of years.
Well, Colton would love to separate the stones, but because of that great stick by James Grattan in making the double, he has to hit it and stay on the outside.
More firm than yours.
No, it's curl.
Want to try hold the shooter.
Okay. Not bad.
So things looking a little better now for New Brunswick.
A little heavier than Cadigan. Just a tickle, though. Like, doesn't take much.
Okay, Flash. I like the throw.
Yeah, I like to.
Maybe just another rock down that same path.
Knows it.
It's just, James, it's just a little.
I'm going to throw normal here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's control ice, but I'll throw normal.
Yeah.
It's just fresh.
Yeah.
A guy who's been around a long time at the Brier, and James Grattan, 47 years of age. Lost to Vic Peters
Just normal.
in a semifinal back in 1997, 2002. Playing with Russ. Lost to John Morris, who represented Ontario that year in the semifinals.
Hard.
You got it.
Hard.
Wants to keep that shooter around, so it'll be the hit or draw. And the draw is on, so a chance for 2 here for Saskatchewan Colton Flash.
Well, for James, he wanted to stick around for shot. He just saw Colton hit and roll out.
All right, good pair. Let's go. It's just a deuce.
Yeah.
Get her going now.
And that's a win. I mean, the way it was shaping up, just to give up 2 here is, I think, a win for New Brunswick.
Same path. Yeah, it was.
Well, Saskatchewan getting up there in their conversion ratio, those are things that start to really matter when you have last rock. Here's a great opportunity to add to that 45% and make it higher when you have the opportunity to score multiple points with hammer.
Yeah, should be good.
Your ability to take advantage of it, just like this.
In his 6th Brier appearance, the champion from 2019, Colton Flash, a nice draw. Saskatchewan on the board, up 2-0 in our feature from Lethbridge. Welcome back to our feature matchup at the Brier here at Lethbridge.
Wait if you can.
New Brunswick, Saskatchewan, a nice 2 on the board from Colton Flash. As New Brunswick, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, PEI, Yukon, and Wildcard yet to win at the Brier, and James Grattan trying to change that this year in Southern Alberta.
Well, that was almost a really bad wake-up call for New Brunswick. You heard James say, well, it's better than giving up 5, and they were well on their way to giving up multiple points. So if you escape with only a 2,
let's go, boys.
You heard Darren Moulding say, let's go, we're here. And sometimes you come out a little bit slow first thing in the morning, and in this field, that can bite you early, and it's hard to recover.
Really hard.
Those mornings come early, Kathy.
I've heard people talk about that.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, right to it, right to it. Yep.
Nice shot.
Andy McCann, nice little hit and flip. Frozen on that yellow. All 4 sheets in play this morning. Team Wildcard. How about Matt Dunstone? What a start, 3-0, taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. There is our feature, obviously, on sheet B. On sheet C, it is PEI and Team Canada. Brendan Botcher looking for win number 3. Thomas Scoffin at 1-2, taking on one of the favorites, Kevin Cooey, 3-0. And Ontario, Glenn Howard. He has the bye. 0-3 start for Howard. Maybe surprising to a few, but all those games have been very tight, very close.
I think the record is surprising. The play is not. That Ontario team has played very, very well. And they've just not had the hammer at the right time coming home.
That's fine, I think. That's good.
Good shot. Good shot.
1375.
Even if you roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of weight.
Normal.
Okay, I like that.
A great sustained pressure being placed by the Saskatchewan team this morning.
Now, you mentioned Glenn Howard, too. I mean, his
Weight's
start,
good.
all three teams are undefeated that he's played, and all of them are high-caliber teams to start his round-robin and group play.
And especially for Glenn coming in with a sore knee, if you have some of the lower-ranked teams early, you have an opportunity to loosen up that knee and make some shots, but he came right out at the gate facing some of the top teams.
I don't know if this side's going to be as good because we really worked our side in, right?
What do you think over here? I think it's going to be the same speed.
Yeah.
I would say it's not quicker. If anything, it's a hair stickier.
That's right.
We worked our side in really good.
Judge it with your eyes.
All right, Kathy, let's get some updates going. My goodness, there is a lot of rocks over there between Nathan Young, Newfoundland Labrador, and Wildcard, Matt Dunstone.
Well, it's interesting because Nathan Young, even though he is very young and it's his first Brier, not afraid of mixing it up. He for sure would have grown up watching Matt Dunstone win, but not showing a lot of fear in this end. Lots of rocks in play. I think he's trying to tap his own stone up.
Close, Nate. Hard, Nate. Gotta go. Really close. Hard, Nate. Hard, Nate. Hard, you got it.
Nate is Nathan Locke on the brush. And there's the tap.
That's a good shot no matter what. Facing 3 before he threw.
So this time delayed, they would measure it, and it would be a steal of 1 for wildcard number 2. That's Matt Dunstone, so a 1-0 lead.
But a very good shot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Paul Dobson for New Brunswick.
Roll it, Andy.
Jeez, we got to throw it better than that. You didn't want to speak that long?
Meantime, Thomas Scoffin, who spent a lot of time in Alberta, competed for Alberta, a silver medal for Alberta at Canadian Juniors, taking on one of the best in Kevin Cooey.
Well, and he's got some pressure on Kevin this morning. First thing, lying 2. Kevin needs to get to the 4-foot.
Line's good.
It's straight drop.
3-0 start for Team Alberta, based out of Calgary, just a couple hours north here of Lethbridge.
Line's not bad.
Cooey trying to make history. He could become the first skip to win 5 Brier titles. Furby has 6, 4 as a skip.
Nice weight.
Yeah, and for a guy who struggled a little bit in his first game against Saskatchewan with draw weight, he has really found it. And we're not surprised in talking to BJ Newfield, kind of the story with Kevin Cooey. Let him get warmed up, and I think he's warmed up.
Need to stick with the original ice.
It was interesting. BJ just, shrugged his shoulders and said, in 2019, the same thing happened. He, struggled a little bit early with draw weight, but once he finds it, he locks it in, and then he's always within a couple of inches.
13-0 that year in winning that Brier. That Kevin Cooey team. Colton Flash, obviously a part of that run, part of our feature. That's better. 2 yellows disappear. You heard a bit of frustration from James Grattan in this end, and Darren Moulding, a bit of a bail job for his team.
Oh, what a great shot by Darren. All sorts of trouble for New Brunswick.
Control-ish. Board.
Yeah,
James, in talking with him, Kathy, we were both chatting with him, really happy with the group of shooters he has, out of New Brunswick, and a big belief that this team has what it takes to win this year.
I think it'll curl here.
Yeah.
Well, and he was just so excited to have seen Andrea do so well at the Scotty. So proud from New Brunswick, so proud for her. He said he'd watched her forever, knew what a great shooter she was, and finally got the results that he knew that she was capable of.
Andrea Crawford, her team, up in Thunder Bay.
Nice.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Spot.
I like that.
It's pretty good.
Cat.
It actually turned out to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
You can't really double or anything.
So we showed you the highlights on sheet A and sheet D. Well, in sheet C, a nice steal of 1 from Tyler Smith, PEI, over Team Canada, Brendan Boscher. And that was their first steal of the week for Prince Edward Island.
Line's good.
Really tight.
Hard.
It's good.
Hard.
So switching tactics, going to the offense now, trying to use those guards that are out front
Close.
Knows that if he makes any sort of attempted double, his shooter will roll out, and that will allow Saskatchewan to go around. So trying to get there first.
And that will hang on. Shot Stone back 8.
Better.
That one ran a bit.
Not completely disastrous, eh?
James and Darren have very similar personalities. You know, they realize that this is a game, it's not life. They tend to be loose.
Compared to yesterday, is it up there yet, or is it still slower?
No, it's slower still. Like I've just been in practices light.
Yeah.
So I had to find the other side of it.
Yeah.
All right, I see, my friend, you have your stopwatch out. What do we got here, hog to hog?
We're going to find out. It was interesting what Darren said. He was just always light, and so he overcompensated.
T. Line's good.
You don't expect it to be much different than it's been. It has been very consistent.
Okay. Still got a bit of room.
It's 14-3.
Go ahead, Dan.
No, heavy.
And it should be a little bit heavy.
Hard. Keep going.
Yeah, go.
Okay, so it's a little bit slower this morning than we saw last night and yesterday afternoon.
Well done. Great sweep.
Really nice position for Colton Flash.
We're thinking 14 to 14-2.
You bet, yeah.
Like the middle one,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, let's do it. Big peel or just norm?
I like
solid.
I like it's got to be because I think we're gonna hit this fairly thick.
So whip.
Yeah. You like it?
Yep.
Okay. Pair the guard.
So just get by that guard.
Hit all I can see.
Okay, let's go, bud.
Actually, I don't need all I can see, do I?
Has to hit it on the outside, the side closest to that other yellow stone. These kinds of shots will be easier for Darren Moulding to call for someone that he hasn't seen thrown a lot because they don't move a whole lot. It's the draws and the finesse shots that are more difficult.
It just kisses the wrong stone. Shooter spills up. And shot stone still Saskatchewan there, biting button.
So, spooked by Paul's a bit. Yeah, got a few options.
Only other option would be, I guess, just a nose tap.
It's tough.
Comes in there hard, but yeah.
Yeah, I think even right here is pretty good, right?
That's really good. Yep.
Let's do that.
Like we got to go out here a bit.
I think.
Like even my board weight came in pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Because even Flash, even this is perfectly fine.
Yeah, even that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, I like it. I think it's gonna be. You got to throw a little more weight than that side.
2 more feet. Okay.
Well, and you want to be back here, so 6
You're gonna need a
maybe.
bit more.
No, right to the button ideally.
To the button if we can. I mean, if we go back.
Kathy Bredenboscher trying to make his 5th consecutive Brier final. He finally cracked that win in the bubble in Calgary, taking on PEI. Final stone in 2.
Well, unlike the first end where he wasn't shot and didn't get shot, giving up a steal is an opportunity here for 2. Already line 1. Needs some paint.
Line's good.
Line's good.
And a new member of the team, new to fans. Pat Jansen's been around the team for a number of years as an alternate. Knows the guys very well.
Oh boy.
And yeah, nice draw weight from Botcher. So he leads 2-1 after 2.
Nice. Good judge.
Stay close, Kevin.
No. Needs to
Go
stop.
ahead, Kev.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, he needs to stop.
Go ahead. Good.
Good. That's good.
So in that situation behind the tee line, who has first crack at that stone?
Good shot, Flash.
The team that's throwing the stone has the first right to sweep it, but if you're not going to sweep it, you need to get out of the way to allow your opponent to put a brush on it.
Yeah, still ran decent, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're off. They come down and curl in there.
If we're seeing 13-5s, no sweep coming.
This now, though.
Yeah.
I was there for one.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
I think
It's
you
up
got
to you,
to.
bud. I like this. Normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
Big shot early. That in-turn draw they feel is risky, may not get to the button.
Where do you want to hit it, James?
Half.
Half? Okay.
Yeah. It's in half.
Let's make it, bud.
Just normal.
And their fear is also if they touch that yellow stone coming in, they raise New Brunswick in for 3. So playing the angle run on that corner guard to try to nut it.
There's no chance at a miracle double to stick it for 2, is there, Kathy? You're going to jam into that pocket all day long and take out your own.
I mean, everything's always possible, but I think they're looking to straight hit it on the nose.
Curl.
Needs a good one. Final stone. James Grattan here in 2. Slide it in.
Good shot,
Oh,
James.
what a
Good boy.
shot from Grattan early. Just
Good
a
shot.
pistol.
That is tremendous.
Attaboy.
Attaboy is right. Great for his confidence. A much-needed shot. One more look. Angle, perfect. Stick it, perfect. New Brunswick on the board as we're underway in our feature here from NMAX Center.
Sweep, guys.
Welcome back to NMAX Center here in Lethbridge, home of the Hurricanes in the Western Hockey League. They're off on a season-long 7-game road trip, so we can bring you the Brier right here in southern Alberta. And what a shot of life for New Brunswick. A wonderful shot from James Grattan to get that single. So here in 3, it is Team Saskatchewan up by 1 with Hammer throwing the Yellowstones.
Well, and if you think about James Grattan, the first and Muddy, he makes that double to take his team out of a position where they may have given up 5.
Pretty good.
And then made a game saver potentially in 2.
Running right now, Kevin.
You don't make that, you're down 4-0 after 2, and then it is
Line
a
really
tough
good.
road to hoe.
Should be close. 13-7.
Yep.
We'll just run
Good
out
shot,
of
Dan.
range a little bit.
Nice.
It's good. You're good. Shot.
Okay. Try to dead nose. Keep some reds around.
Never. Oh.
42-year-old Paul Dobson.
Hard. Roll it.
And just drives it by, looking for the nose hit and just that little bit off.
Straight draw?
Straight draw. Yep. Yeah, if you can overbury it to here is really nice.
Top tee, so we get 14,
Yeah,
right?
and if you chip off the red, that's pretty good too.
Okay, 14 to tee, Kev.
So he has some options on this shot. You try to use that corner guard. You will group the stones a little bit,
We got a little, I got pretty close.
but if you happen to
Top
run a
four
little
now.
bit straight, you
Line's
can
good,
rub
got
off
room.
that red stone and roll
Patient.
behind.
Well, you can't.
Okay, weight's good.
Can't.
Okay, weight's really good.
Can't. Starting
Weight's
really
really
good.
good.
Okay, line's good now. Line's good.
A little heavy.
Hold in.
A little bit heavy, not
We
bad.
want to
then.
be back there a bit, don't
Right
we?
here. No. It's going to overcurl, actually. Come back here.
Okay, good.
Real nice.
So pops all the way out
Nice shot.
to their side and wide open.
Good
Good
sweep,
throw,
guys.
Kev.
It's a lot of...
That side ran pretty good.
I curled a
A lot of
lot,
late
Kathy.
finish.
It
I'm right
sure
behind
did.
That sheet. Man,
Yeah,
that
that's-
took off in a hurry.
Well, and if you remember, they were yelling whoa early because it was on that red stone. That's that huge finish.
Do we ever throw a guard?
Like that for now?
That, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna hit us back.
And the reason that Darren was asking that is because the red stone, the lonely red stone in the house, is second shot. So if you guard that, your opponent has to chase you, and maybe in the course of doing that, they run the New Brunswick stone back on the Saskatchewan stone.
Whoa. Clean it.
Not bad.
Yep. Whoa.
But they're going to let Saskatchewan
Not
do
bad.
that, just try to chase the open one. Needs to
Good
stick.
shot.
Boy, Paul.
And Will?
boy, Paul.
Hey, Kev. Nice
Board
ball.
weight.
Nice board weight. Eh?
Yeah.
It's good.
Light board if it is.
Clean.
Light board.
Clean.
Close
Yeah.
though.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Go, buddy.
Hard. You really got to go, Dan. Hard.
Dan trying to save his twin brother, Kevin Marsh.
Great sweep.
Okay, sweep.
And Will, a good scrub to hold the
Nice.
shooter.
Throw, Kev.
Yeah.
You can use a hair more ice. Good throw.
Okay, yeah. I like the weight too, eh?
Yeah, weight was good. Weight was perfect.
Hit, like when he says hurry, like let's get our room down. Like it was like 10 feet again. Like
No, it wasn't. My room was down. The whole thing.
You got to throw that, though.
I like it.
So the difference in Broome, just the weight choices made by the two teams. Saskatchewan liking to throw board weight or just enough to get the stone through the house. A little bit more weight being asked for New Brunswick because they're looking for the roll.
All you can, Andy. All you can.
There's the hit. There's the roll back for Shotstone, Team New Brunswick.
Almost.
Good throw, Darren.
I like the exact same weight Kevin just threw, yeah.
that nice, easy kind of board.
Yeah.
Board. Board. Yep.
Yep.
Board. Clean. Whoa, whoa,
Easy.
whoa, whoa.
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 No more than mine, maybe? I don't know.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Hard, hard, hard,
Yep.
hard, hard,
Hard. 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 Anything. Go. Go, go, go.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
So
Well
creating
done.
some nice ones, yeah.
There's lots of late finish.
Trying to just
Yeah.
roll away
Like,
to make this roll behind that New Brunswick is going to be chasing after to be
Hey,
a
good.
little higher. Great brushing, great communication.
I think it's
No,
last.
no.
Fair last.
Little last.
Close.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Really hard. Whoa.
Hard.
Yep. Yep. No roll.
Update time, Kathy, Sheet C, as Team Canada Brendan Botcher taking on Tyler Smith, and Tyler settling into the hack.
Well, he's facing two. I'm assuming that he's playing the hit, but he could be playing the draw as well. Nope, not with that kick. So he's chosen to play the hit.
Whoa.
Cannot roll any further than full 12 to score.
Ed.
Tyler playing with Adam Cox,
Hard, Ed.
White, Ryan Lowry,
Hard to hit it.
Uh-oh.
and loses the shooter. So a steal of one for Botcher and a 3-1 lead.
Not everyone can pull that off.
I don't mind this. Okay.
Yep.
Throw a
Can
solid
we throw
hack.
the intern?
I think you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Go look at this one.
I'm seeing like board with the
We're
out.
trying to like even move our yellow one too.
As long as we're
Oh, it probably
confident I
doesn't
can
hurt if he
fire it
touches
out there, it's going to
a
come
little
back well, right? Like for
think
board,
it'll be gradual.
for board, we got to get tight to that 3.
Yeah. The only thing is we go here, he just comes off that potentially.
Well, let's just be back here. Then he doesn't.
Okay,
have
let's
that,
go right here.
Right?
Yep.
He knows is then you can make that double if you
Yeah,
want.
right here.
As long as we're back far enough, he can't make that other double.
Oh, we can't
Maybe a hair more.
This
Or
is,
no?
I gave Dan here,
Yeah, I think we were way over here, right?
so I'm thinking here.
So if I give you 14, I think you probably can get it there.
Back 4, guys.
Okay. Yeah, mine was 13-7 clean, right?
There's just something black right there, Kev. There you go. You got it.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
So wanting to be in the open side and try to force James
great.
Grattan
Got a
away
hair light, if anything.
from
Okay, get me
that
back 4.
hit and roll
Gotta
situation.
go.
Line's good.
Go.
Keep going.
go.
Line's good.
Hard, Kev. Come on. Come on, Kevin. Hard. Really got to go. Hard. You got to go. Hard. You got to get at least T-line. Hard. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, good.
Nice.
That's a big scrub.
There's your wake-up call.
That rock one these times.
Yeah, there you go.
Good
You're not
save.
seeing double. They are
Nice
twins,
shot.
both born on
That-
November the 18th, 33
Hard,
years
Kev,
of
come
age.
on.
Kevin and Daniel, and
Come on, Kevin.
what
Hard.
a great piece of work
Really
there with the
gotta
brush.
go.
Oh, they work really well together.
Hard, you got to get at least T-line. Hard, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Okay, good.
Nice.
Better. Okay. But nose is working. Yeah, hair high works good. Yeah. What are you throwing?
I think I got to throw peel.
Okay.
Get the jump across there.
So looking for the double.
You're right, hair high.
Yeah.
So he talks about a hair high. You want to run this stone on this far side. It goes there, jumps across. James can absolutely throw big weight that he needs to do this.
Okay. But I think nose is close. I'm not going to, I'll take nose.
Nose are a little bit on the left side as you look at the red stone.
Looking at it quickly, nose looks like it might go over top. I think you're right, Kathy. Maybe just a little bit.
Just that little high side.
Skip Stone, 2-3. He's had to make some tough ones thus far on this Monday morning. James Grattan.
Shooter if you can.
And just, a little bit too thick. Shooter spills out.
Well, here if he says, I think he was tight right out of his hand.
Just hooked it at the end.
Yeah, I'm thinking control.
Just hooked it.
Well, he's had to make some really big shots today. And the first, he had to make a double to prevent a potential 5, but he made a game saver on his final stone. Only has the angle, obviously feeling that the draw to the button was not there. But the risk against 2, if you don't make this, you're down 4 points. Makes no mistake. A wonderful shot to keep his team in this game.
The key shot brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be OK.
Control weight.
Now he's playing the hit. If he can get just across the face a little bit, can make both New Brunswick stones roll away.
Hard! Control! Jesus.
Just wide on that one or what?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Trading opportunities.
Okay. Hate to throw. Weight was good, boys.
Okay.
Fired too much?
Yeah, just
Still did nothing.
way past me. And then it didn't curl. Just kind of going back.
So an end controlled by Saskatchewan now presents an opportunity for James to hit to lie 2 and potentially force.
James was in Alberta recently. 2021 Canadian Mixed Curling Championship in Canmore. 7-5 record last year. Of course, the bubble in Calgary.
It's perfect. Nice shot.
Yeah, good shot.
And he'll hit
Good
right
shot.
to the Tim Hortons button.
Perfect roll. All right, let's go.
And a great roll, no double. This is the force, needs the nose hit.
You're playing good.
Huh?
We'll get you set up better. We'll get you set up better.
Forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Final stone, Colton Flash, here
Board.
in 3.
Board. Board. Whoa.
Was not
Lock
happy
that.
with his
Board.
first stone in this end. Was a little bit wide. And now this one, Kathy, has to curl up in a hurry.
Nice shot.
And it does.
Shot. Good shot, Flash. That boy.
Nice quiet wait. Makes it go away. And Saskatchewan leads in our feature 3-1. Look at that. Oh my goodness, what a run back shot and stick it to boot.
Good control.
Final stone in 11, Kevin Cooey. Can Neufeld save one more for Kevin Cooey? Try to get it over, bang it, move the yellow, and he will. Kevin Cooey.
Yep.
Wow, 1, 2, 3, see ya. Mark Kennedy. 1, 2, and 3 disappear. What a shot.
Yep. Catch it. Good.
Back.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Delicate little shot. Bang. What a shot. Glenn Howard. So what an opportunity. Brad Jacobs, big weight.
Fight the line.
And move that red sideways. What a shot. And it's only Monday, Kathy. We're just getting started this week. Some of the best gunslingers in the country are here. Some wonderful shots, some great teams, a load of talent, and we can't wait. Just getting started. Championship weekend.
Yep. Line's good. Yep.
This upcoming Sunday.
Line's good.
And the winner of this year's Tim Hortons Briar off to the Men's Worlds in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I love that.
Now, so much talent we saw in that highlight reel. So many big shots made, but so many soft, delicate corner freezes that lead to points that is just so precise that sometimes don't make those highlight reels, but just some wonderful shot making already. And as you say, Muddy, it's only Monday.
What is it? You got it, Paul. It's like, I'd say just under 3/4. 2/3 even.
Well, we heard the front end saying to James at the end of last end, we will be better.
Whoa, curl.
Attaboy.
And they certainly are.
How good is that? Nice rebound, Paul Dobson. Opens it up. That red sticks. Top 8 shot stone. Team New Brunswick.
Nice shot.
Now, there's been a lot of trouble for New Brunswick, but it starts with the first rock thrower. The positioning is so important. And as soon as that's off, it just feeds down the line. So what a great rebound.
Wait's good.
And forcing Saskatchewan for the first time in this game to chase.
Whoa! Curl!
Wait's good.
Curl!
Low heavy.
Stay close, Dan.
Curl hard! Curl! You really gotta go. Really gotta go. Hard flash, hard. Nice shot. Okay.
Yeah, and just enough.
Probably a hair
Shooter
hot,
sticks around as well.
That was pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay. A little heavy,
I think his rocks curl a little less than
It's a little heavy.
me and yours do.
That's what he thought
Like
too.
even the board weighter.
Had to have been because
You got it. Okay, so back 8 depth.
Liz, I'm going to give you, like, draw the button speed. You think that's close?
I think you got to
going
throw a little
away.
more than what you
Couple
threw
more
in.
feet?
Yeah.
Well, that Saskatchewan roll behind the corner may look good, but it's actually been an advantage for New Brunswick. It's at the back of the house. They can get on top of it, and then it becomes a problem for Saskatchewan.
Line's great. Got a bend if anything.
Wait's good.
Wait's good.
Lean it. No, it's way out there now.
All right, Kathy, last time we checked in on this game, it was a steal of 1 for Brendan Botcher. Final stone getting lined up here in 4 from Tyler Smith.
Well, it was a hit and roll out by Tyler last end. This time he faces 2 again, but this time that shot stone is completely buried. And so taking lots of ice, trying to draw to the 4-foot, needs full 8. That'll be good enough.
I liked it.
T-line.
I liked it, guys.
Tyler had the
full
opportunity to play
Line's good.
in the last Briar. He came as a 5th, then wound up coming in 1 game to skip.
I don't think you're ever heavy.
We saw a lot
Hard
of Tyler
Boys,
at
stay
the
down.
juniors over
Hard
the
head.
years representing
Hard
Prince
head.
Edward Island.
Hard head.
Keep moving.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep it moving.
And it does move enough for shot stone.
1 red.
So Botcher leads 3-2 with Hammer over on sheet C.
Room!
Wait's good.
I got the top 8.
Top
eight.
eight. Paul.
Trying to go around the guard that's closer to the center, because if you bury around your own corner, you're not going to be
bring it back.
shot.
Hard. Yep.
And this is not curling very much.
I don't know. Every throw's different.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't curl at all.
No.
Weight was good.
Weight was real good, yeah. Similar to Kevin's spot, eh? Right?
Close.
Yeah,
Not doesn't do a lot here.
Yeah, you're right. Solid.
Nice board.
Solid.
Callie Schneider in his third Brier appearance.
Solid.
Bronze
Clean.
medal with that done still in Kingston back in 2020.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Curl! Curl! Anything.
And not
Probably
much.
a little hot,
Top
eh?
four.
Yeah, we were saying that the whole
Oh,
way.
yeah,
right?
I can't hear you.
Okay. Hey, nice shot.
And that is something that the teams forgot what it's like over the last 2 years. You heard Colton say, I couldn't hear you. You get more people in the building cheering, the intensity of the players yelling, and all of a sudden all those signs that teams used to have, they've forgotten. You need to start to look up a little bit more.
Gotta go.
Hard!
Gotta go. Oh, it's going over, Ben.
That rock curls more. 100%.
As you hear.
The rock,
Either that or your first one.
No.
I was surprised your first one did nothing.
that rock is, my rocks are, the two's way straighter.
I think this. I think the first one's straighter. I think that one's fine.
That one's fine, but
Yeah,
the
'cause
two's
that's-
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I guess Darren can either shovel it down the line or just figure it out, I suppose.
Well, and you'll often
14-4
hear them
on,
now,
their
knowing
other
that the
one that
two
was
is
in there.
straighter. You'll hear them calling that.
14 to 14-5 with the sweeps.
It's
okay.
usually your bench that you look at to chart stones for you and watch what
They're one before
players
the
are
calendar. I got
throwing in this
14-4
event
on
that
it.
you have complete trust in, and try to match their pairing and then make your decision. Teams are also given the opportunity at the conclusion of the draw to throw on the sheet that they'll be playing on the next day.
Yes.
Most teams choose to not throw. They'll often have their fifth player out here to try to match stones for them, so that you don't learn in a game that one rock is straighter than another.
Room. Where are we?
Top 4.
Heavy. T.
A little soft with it.
Please.
Okay.
Top 4.
He's good.
Yeah, top 4.
Top
four.
room. Too much room.
Top 4 though.
Too much room.
You can't sweep.
Go, guys.
Top 4.
Kevin,
only top
you're up
4.
all day.
Only
Kevin, you
top
gotta-
4.
Kevin.
Shot. Jesus. Too much ice.
Way too much ice.
I mean, it's
Both
not.
teams struggling with that center.
Yeah. Well, they're just not listening very well. Like they're yelling T line and sweeping it. It'll work a bit.
Yeah, we're just
It hangs here and then goes.
okay. Right there.
Yeah. Almost dead nose.
Yeah.
So Kathy, just hoping
Board here.
nose hit and try to set something
Whatever
up
you're
here
seeing.
to
Yeah,
try
whatever
to score
you're seeing.
two. How do you
Yeah,
feel?
just a little bit off
I think
nose,
it's
Brian.
good.
You can see if he can get just to the inside a little bit. It's nose
I don't think it's minimum. I think
and a
it's
little
fine.
bit. You might jam, but all of a sudden you're going to be
Especially
lying
based on
too
Darren's.
Christmas treed behind that guard.
Clean.
Board.
Whoa. That's good.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Good board. Whoa. Curl. 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 Hard.
Called opposite track.
You got it.
Target over for James Grattan.
Didn't get the finish that he was hoping.
Get nose hit, they all go, don't they?
Another inch.
Close.
Oh, it's a little harder than board.
I think I just got a guard.
Yep. Center guard.
I don't see anything. Like he can't hit this and do anything without losing this.
You can play the double, but
Only other shot
It
is just
probably
going,
jams.
Only other shot is just going right here.
well, the other shot is you hitting the red one.
It
Well,
jams,
it
Kevin.
goes here.
Oh,
So
sorry.
there's no point, right?
Right, like if it dead jams and I guess if I would be sitting.
You can
two.
hit it hard, a little thick, and it might spin across.
I was
the
thinking
top,
a little
but-
thin.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you have to play it. I just
Right, if I go like
bringing
that,
it up is
it's pretty
enough.
good. We sit 1-2.
Yeah, but if you roll a little too far and you just thin this to here, someone.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that goes.
I mean, a guard's pretty good.
Yeah,
that or here is pretty good too. What does he do if we go here?
I agree.
Okay.
Like, that's really good.
Can we ever make it easier on him?
Free rep at this, but
for here?
well,
if you ever
it's
leave
only
it,
ever for two.
If you ever
that's
left
right,
it
yeah.
out or anything, then he's got like I don't know.
Not really, because one always jams then.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, if he has to hit anything on the thin side, this is always dead
Of
jam,
course.
right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That or a guard.
Let's not take too much time.
Guard
I like
it.
this.
Okay.
Even right here's good.
Okay.
Well, even if you're back four.
Slide 2.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
I agree. Right here.
Okay, so
Well, you
hold on,
heard one of the
I gave you
Marsh boys
here.
talk about playing the hit,
Like, we want to be cautious with line.
but right now you're already shot, and the challenge with the hit is the way that the stones are placed. It doesn't
Put her on
work
the
in the
tee line.
favor. Here we go. You hit this one on the nose. Yes, this one will go, but the odds are this red one
gotta get idea on
jams
that
right
one,
on
yeah.
there.
Yep.
And now
You'd
you've
run
created
pretty
an
much the same
opportunity for your opponent. They
full
talked
top
about
on
playing
the
the
same speed.
guard
Yep.
because it's tough for James Grattan to make contact with the red stone, and the yellow is automatically going to go on his other red. He's not going to score multiple points, but they've elected to try to put even more pressure on James by burying around the stone in the 8 foot, putting 2 in the 4 foot.
Line's really
Little bit
good.
of room.
We got room.
Really
Line's
close.
good though.
Really close.
Bit of
Let's go,
room.
bit. Kevin's rock. Kevin's rock.
Yeah. Oh.
Hard, Kevin. Just go. Just go.
Okay. Let's go.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
good, good, good.
Whoa,
Nice
whoa,
shot.
whoa.
Really nice.
And stops, back button. As Saskatchewan lies
Good boy.
2, 1 to come from James Grattan.
What's that? Puts the most pressure on him, right?
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. But nothing else.
That's all I see.
Just gotta make sure I get out
14
there.
and a quarter.
Maybe a little more from there.
Okay. You got it, buddy.
The guard
Compared to
by
other games, I haven't thrown a
Saskatchewan
draw yet.
would have forced the same situation, except it would have been against 1. Now it's against
Yeah, I
2.
think an extra 3 feet, Paul.
Yep, for sure.
And there's just nothing there, Kathy, with rattling those reds or any angles, nothing working for them, no?
No.
Jamming on the side, or does it go over the top?
I think it jams.
That's Coach Jamie Schneider, Catlin's dad, coach of this team, chatting with Colton.
Well, he's made a lot of big hits. This is his first draw, as you see.
Yep.
Yep. Hard line.
Final stone, James Grattan drawing against 2.
Line. Line's good.
Line's good.
Have a look.
It's close.
Yeah. Whoa.
They haven't stopped sweeping. McCann and Dobson pretty much right out of Grattan's hand.
We're good. Clean. Clean. Good shot.
Little tap, and yeah, nice team shot. The tap for 1, Team New Brunswick. Grattan's made a few must-makes in this game as he trails by 1.
Come heavy right now. Right here. There. Line's really good.
Lead stones on the way here in end number 5.
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
As you see, the only deuce thus far scored in that first end from Colton Flash, Team Saskatchewan. And if you're just joining us, that could have been a lot worse for James Grattan, Team New Brunswick, as Grattan, the skip, has made a number of nice shots, including that quiet tap to get his single, as it is 3-2 Saskatchewan, and they have hammer here in 5.
And I really feel that for the Saskatchewan team, they have to just remain patient. It's almost as though James Grattan is
top 4.
one of those cats
Yeah,
on a
we
curtain
wanna
that's
wait for a little
slowly
bit.
Hey, wait,
clawing
Ben.
its way down as it slides.
Oh,
He has
can't
been
bounce ever.
fighting
Can't
and
go yet.
fighting to stay in this
Mono, like, it's
game,
really hot.
Yeah.
but he cannot
Go around
continue
it.
to be
Okay,
put,
go around it. Yeah, go
have
around
this
it.
kind of
Back eight.
pressure
Hold
put
it. Back
against
eight.
him.
Okay, go then. Get it further back. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep
Keep
going.
going,
Keep
Cat.
going.
Hard.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, Dan.
All right, probably a rip.
Yeah.
Well, something to work with anyway. Yeah. I think it's a cutter too. He'll be all the way
Yeah,
out
I
there.
agree. I agree.
For those at home not familiar, Kathy, it sounded like they were talking about a cutter, that being the stone. It just curls more than maybe a regular one, or
It does, and I'm wondering if what they've done is gotten rid of both of Darren's stones. He felt that one was straight and one was a cutter. You heard James say to him, I don't think one's a cutter. I think that one's just so straight. But for Darren, if it starts to get in your mind, it's better to just move stones. So in giving it to Paul Dobson, he's telling him that he thinks that it is a stone that moves quite a bit.
Oh, maybe if it's. I didn't know it was. I overcooked it. Okay.
And it's really important that they let James know who's throwing it. You heard James say, I didn't know. So he's trying to get them to get the curl. But if it is a cutter, it's going to go there anyway.
Oh! Ah! Wow.
Feet off this baby. Just halfway guard, boys.
Right on the center.
It's like max ice.
So trying to replace the guard.
Line's good.
Halfway.
Line's good. Have a look. Good. Line's good. Curl if anything. Straight. Give me curl.
Halfway. Only.
Yeah, curl.
Me. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Curl. Keep her going. Oh, not too much. Yeah, that's gonna have to do.
All right.
Okay.
So that stone that didn't curl as much as they wanted, that's the number 2 stone. You heard Darren say, and James agree, that they felt that was the straight stone that caught Darren a number of times. It definitely did not finish across as they thought it would. So good decision to pick up on that and get rid of it.
Clean. Oops. Shot.
Kathy Sheeday, Nathan Young, Newfoundland Labrador with 1 win, taking on wildcard team Matt Dunstone, looking to go to 4-0.
Well, Matt has an opportunity for 2. He's already lying 1.
No problems, line.
Needs 8 foot.
Hide there.
Stay down. Need 8 foot.
This one's for you, coach.
Yep, keep them coming. Keep them coming.
That's
How about
such a
Matty?
strong
Nice end, boys.
showing at the last few Briars, a bronze medal. And top 4.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice. So
That was
Matt
15.
Dunstone continues to
Fine.
look very confident, very settled
Straight
here in
feels
Lethbridge
fine.
at the Briar.
Well, some great numbers.
Yep.
Hard.
Okay.
Roll it out. Roll it.
Keep going.
So the peel from Catlin,
One.
Schneider.
Okay, good throw.
Now the updates continue, Kathy, with PEI Smith and Team Canada Botcher.
Brennan took a look again. It's an open hit, but from the hack, it's just beyond edge to edge, and I think made the decision to take a little bit more ice, throw a little bit more weight, or less weight rather. Make sure you stick around and have the ability to control. With these 2 great brushers, they are going to be able to keep it straight if it starts to curl.
Clean, yep. Hard.
Clean.
Hard.
Clean.
Clean. You're good. Clean it up.
And there's your 2.
Very nice. Brendan Botcher.
I like bringing the weight down there. Easy.
3-2 lead over PEI. It's amazing this year, Kathy. You look across the sheets of ice and the pool play. We just saw Matt Dunstone, bronze Calgary, bronze in Kingston. He's been knocking on the door. You have Brendan Botcher, obviously defending in his home province. Kevin Cooey's off to a hot start. Three really strong wildcard teams. Number one, obviously, is the Gushu squad, the bronze medal in Beijing. It really is anyone's game.
Okay. Same thing then.
And you're mostly listing teams in this pool, and then the other pool is just
doubles there, though.
There's just so much depth in those teams that maybe aren't at the top of the leaderboard. You talked about Glenn Howard, 0-3. That is not a free lunch playing Glenn.
I just don't. It's hard.
You won't get one hanging out with his brother either. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, Rusty.
Same here, eh?
Yep. Yep.
Well, this is unique for James Grattan, sitting in the hack and not facing a bunch of yellow, but in fact having a position where he can put a lot of pressure on Colton Flash. And some great numbers on some very difficult shots.
And really the first time in this game that he can put Flash in a little bit of heat, some difficulty.
Curl all the way. Hard! Hard! Keep going. Hard! Good. Nice shot.
Good. Got there.
Good shot. It's fine.
Or like hack.
Well, yeah, like
hack.
You can't be nose with board or else you're going there.
Yeah. Like hack.
Sure.
I like hack.
Okay.
Now the guard did not get to the center line
I still think
to
you
take
need to be
away the
aggressive with
run.
that ice.
And so for Colton, looking to run his stone back.
Okay, what kind of weight here, Flash? Hack. Okay. Hack weight, yeah. Love it. All right, let's go make this.
Great weight choice. Want to
Steve's good
get to
down
the
here.
nose and remove that red across the top of the yellow at the back.
Flash. Let's play it weight so that if we're wide and split, do this. It's really good.
I like just hack.
So just easy hack. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Need a little less.
So the only thing I would say about that is there's nothing wrong with Catlin's idea, but that's the decision and the discussion to have before
Just hack.
Colton sitting in the hack. You don't want to have any secondary thoughts in his head.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Clean.
Hack.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Gotta go. Curl.
Whoa! Curl!
Really gotta curl.
Curl!
Hard, Dan. Hard.
Hard.
And moves
Great
that
shot.
red
Nicely
stone.
done.
Shot stone, Team Saskatchewan. Side of the button.
Nice shot. Well done. Nice shot.
Well done. It sounded at the end, the frustration. They felt that they were losing it, but that is that quiet weight that they were able to manipulate, get it across the top, and great brushing by Catlin to make sure that it came out far enough to lie to.
And just avoids their yellow right there as well.
That's really good. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way you're sitting two.
No, I know.
But you lose a little bit.
Okay, buddy.
I think
You
that's
got
still
it.
good. That one hung for a while.
Yeah,
on.
yeah, and then it came.
Okay.
I like this.
So Saskatchewan with hammer sitting a pair. One to come here from James Grattan.
Nice shot, Colton.
I'll throw T, and you guys can just tap it back a hair.
Yep.
Just got to get by our top right, and I think we're good.
Okay.
So you can see that
I'll
he
throw the
needs
same
to
as I did
tap
down
it back a
here.
little bit to be shot, but for James,
back button there.
even if he's right on the nose, tough to score two. You'll have that raise on the Yellowstone.
Close.
I got a little heavy.
Yep.
Oh,
Little heavy.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Back.
Whoa.
Back eight.
Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Back eight!
No.
Here heavy. Back eight. Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Has to curl up to make contact with that yellow stone. And just chips it over. And there you go. It'll be the open hit pretty much to score three here for Team Saskatchewan.
Solid hack.
Love it.
Manage it.
Yeah, Flash, what kind of weight, buddy? Solid hack.
You know early on
Solid
the way.
hack, yep.
Well, this is a huge opportunity for Saskatchewan. I know that they
Solid
feel
hack right on the nose.
that they have been controlling
nose is fine. It's maybe
this
a
game
fluff
and
just a
not
hair,
seeing
but
the
it'll fluff
results
it.
on the scoreboard.
just a
Colton
hair
rolled
from
out
Johnson or similar.
early in the game.
Just a hair more.
This is a time to really hunker in, focus very hard on the shot. These 3 points are huge.
Close the board, Kevin. Close the board. Clean. Close
Clean.
the board.
Yep.
Close the board.
Clean.
Yep.
Just clean.
Clean.
Just
big.
clean.
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 Yeah,
Clean.
hard. Keep
Clean.
going.
Colton Flash, perfect. On the nose, 3 on the board in Saskatchewan. In control of our feature, 6-2 over Grant. The best talent in the country here in Lethbridge this week to bring you AGI Top Shots.
Trying to play the angle thin enough to move that red stone out.
Line's always wide.
So what an opportunity. Brad Jacobs gunning for his second Brier title. Final stone in 5. Big weight. And move that red sideways. What a shot.
Oh, that was easy.
I think it's 3, Jeff.
What, would you ever come and just the quiet tap to the yellows?
100%.
The red back 100%. Right now?
Yeah. Sure, because you can tap it, sit a couple. You've got 4 in the rings.
Well, he told us, Kathy, he'd like a few fist bumps. Make a few shots for this crowd in Lethbridge. Let's see what he's got here in 4. Brad Gushue, hit it, roll it, get across, catch the red. Oh, you bet he did. Brad Gushue, he lives 4 with hammer here in 4. Vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. A lot of great fans on this Monday morning. Of course, you have Team Canada from Alberta on the ice. Kevin Cooey, the Alberta host, on the ice. And this young lady saying, yeah, I want to do that someday. As we bring you the numbers after 5 here, Kathy.
Well, James Grattan has stood on his head for the first 4 ends, making some wonderful shots from angle raises in 2 to a draw to the 4-foot. But that little rub off in 5 created an opportunity for Saskatchewan, and Colton Flash took advantage of it. For Colton Flash, he's missed a couple simple ones early, and for James, that's a very strong 85.
So 6-2, Saskatchewan leads through 5. Glad you're watching wherever you are in Canada, and hopefully you have some French fries at home as well.
I'd like French fries.
Okay, let's go ask those young ladies. Maybe they'll share.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
And it'll be 3 straight Canadian Championship, Kerri Einarson.
Kerri's team, you're strong. You got it.
You guys are so consistent. I haven't seen anything like this in years.
I can't say enough good things about that team. I think they've been dominant over the last quad.
Good luck. We're cheering for you. We know you're the best. Just play the way you're capable of and have some fun.
I'm sure they're going to enjoy it so much, and I'm so glad that's able to happen for them this year, and hopefully they'll go kick some butt.
Give her hell out there. We're all pulling for you. Super proud of you guys.
Just to go out there and do the same thing at the World Championships and bring it all home for Canada.
You won the Canadian Championship, won the Scotties. Let's go out and prove that you're the best team. Good luck at the Worlds. We're cheering for you.
Totally deserving of that Scotties victory. Can't wait to watch him, Prince George, go out there and compete and wear the maple leaf.
They're going to be great out there, and just make sure Coach Reed gets fed on time. He gets a little hangry.
Don't take anything for granted, and give her. We'll be watching.
We will be watching. Man, what an accomplishment, Kathy. 3 straight Scotties titles as Kerri Einarson gets to go to the Worlds finally in Prince George. Obviously, remember the first time COVID and it didn't happen. And talk about this field, a lot of familiar names.
Well, there are a lot of familiar names, but there's also some interesting names. Some countries choosing to not send their Olympic rep. You don't see gold medalist Eve Muirhead, for example, a lot of fatigue. And so it will be an interesting, some new looks this year. And that shout out, loved it, and so did Val Sweeting, responding that it meant so much to hear these top men's teams noticing, appreciating, and sending the best wishes to Team Canada.
BKT Tires, OK Tire, World Women's Curling Championship, March 19th. It all begins on TSN. It'll be an awesome show. Good luck, Carrie Anderson.
Back 12.
So back to our feature. And a massive 3 on the board. Team Saskatchewan, Colton Flash leading by 4. So here in 6, James Grattan, New Brunswick in a hole. They have Hammer throwing the Red Rocks.
Okay. We'll take it.
You can see it. Straight peel.
Rip it out.
Still firm. Whoa. No. Curl. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Shot.
Shot. I burnt it or it would have been out.
Well, you're not going to get 4 points back in one end, or not often. And so for the team from New Brunswick, it's about trying to find a way to get one good stone buried. They're going to have to move some other granite around because Saskatchewan has placed their stones in some really good spots.
Line's good. Line's the same.
They just top 12.
Curl.
I got it.
Curl. Come on, make it good. Line's good. Line straight. Always curl. Come on, full length. Come on. Keep going. Yeah, that rock does not curl.
Well, and that is the stone that they got into trouble with earlier.
Trying to get 2.
Update time, Kathy. Matt Dunstone, wild card, and Newfoundland Labrador, and Nathan Young.
Well, he's facing 2. It's a very tough draw. We saw Matt in juniors and knew that at some point he would make his way to men's, and I will absolutely put my money on the line now and say that this is a young man that we will be seeing a lot of in the future. He is very cool and collected out there. A lot of his mannerisms, very much Brad Gushue. I'm sure that he has watched him time and time again. And he's made some really good calls. He's made some wonderful shots this week. Needs to find the button, though, in this end.
Yeah, and what a draw.
Very nice.
You know, you think of Matt Dunstone, he's kind of the young gun skip on the scene, right? He's 26 years of age. Well, that young guy, Nathan Young, he's a teenager, right? But what experience that he's collecting as Matt Dunstone, 2-time Canadian junior gold medalist, and Nathan Young playing in a Brier before he'll play in his first Canadian junior, which is it's quite the story.
It's pretty amazing.
Weight's close.
Yep. Line's good.
Weight's
Line's
real
good.
close.
Right to it. Gotta be here. Weight's there. Come on, gotta go. Line. Keep going. Keep
Now,
going.
Saskatchewan
keep going.
forcing the play to the middle, even though there's 2 corner guards. You can see that with those 4 stones
Good shot.
grouped around the 4-foot, bearing around the corner, Colton Flash is saying, have at her. It's not going to do you any good.
Yeah, bite the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice, tight one.
So you're just crossing center.
Tight
right?
guard's
So
good.
It's a little bit tighter path than the one that I was throwing, but
Tight guard.
still, that was 15. That was 15 actually. Yeah.
You know, one thing
It's a
that
little bit
Colton
quicker
talked
than
about as
20,
well,
but-
and it's just an obvious, in playing with that Kevin Cooey team, winning that Brier championship, you learn so much. You pick up so much, even just about being a professional on and off the ice, taking care of your body, the things that that world-class team did. Colton now sponges that up, takes it over, and now is the leader on the Saskatchewan team.
It's always Dan's. 3 top 12.
And I think he would have learned a lot as well, because we always talked about the Kevin Cooey teams where there's often a lot of chatter. And so I think for Colton, he would have picked up what he's prepared to have and what he's not prepared to have as input.
A little full shot.
That's what you hear the teams talk about in the top ones. And you were 3 Scotties titles, a front-end player.
Stick to shooter
So
for
Colton,
sure.
he's a front-end player. He knows what the
But we
skip
also
would
gotta
want.
get it
He
out of the
knows what
way.
he would want in that situation.
We
So
could do it for
you know,
sure.
it's cool to see
I
him
could
doing
throw
so
probably
well
any
at
weight
his first
at it.
Brier as a skip.
Yeah. Probably this.
Okay, I'm like that.
9 on Brendan's.
So trying to get to the nose and tap that back, remove some yellow.
All right, Kathy. Well, keep
Speaking of
rolling.
yellow.
Yeah, we got an update there, Smith and Botcher.
Well, you can see what Tyler's facing. It's 4, and that Botcher team looking very, very comfortable. So many questions about Pat Jansen coming in. Not a question of his ability, but his ability at third, because that was the position that he'd not played at the Brier. I don't think a lot of those people that asked questions are still asking them. He's playing very well, and lots of pressure on Tyler. Smith needs full forefoot.
Running a little. Line's good. Still running.
You know, there's so
right
much chatter, Kathy, about Darren Molding and taking on his former team, and the emotion and the building
Still running.
in that game. Well, Pat Jansen, I thought he just took care of business.
He sure did.
He had a wonderful game for Team Canada, and obviously a win for Botcher and company.
Yep. Keep it. Good throw,
Wow.
Oh, nice draw.
Full marks, Tyler Smith. I mean, that was a clutch draw. Finds the button, and a game saver. He picks up a single, still within 2 of Team Canada.
Your last draw, the other end curled way more than your first one.
Yeah, it's all late finish.
Yeah.
He's got a good stagger situation.
So back
That's right, you
4,
can't
back
do anything
8.
with that, eh? Yeah. Unless he plays the
back 4.
yellow red.
Back 4, chop.
Throw T-line, let him sweep it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So trying to get just to the inside of that Yellowstone, biting the forefoot, just kind of rub and roll underneath.
Yes.
And because of the stagger New Brunswick's left, it's going to be tough for James to get to it.
Yep. Agreed.
Line's good.
Back
Where
4.
are we? Clean.
Back 4.
Line's a little tight.
Okay, we can go.
Go ahead.
No, back 8. Back 8.
Okay, line's good.
Back 8. Back 4.
Yeah, hard line.
Back 4.
Hard line.
Back 8.
Hard line.
Come on, hard.
You gotta go.
Back 8.
Hard.
Back 4.
Hard.
Come on.
What a scrub from the Twins.
Yeah, keep this one going.
Chip that red over shooter there into the 8-foot.
Yeah, you just softened it. Oh, okay.
We need more ice there. It curls if you get farther out.
I mean, the weight was great.
Weight was great. I could have been a bit more aggressive with it. I wasn't super aggressive.
Like the two.
Well,
But I'm
that's
thinking-
the way to bring those
But that
into
brings
play.
the other ones up there.
Right
yeah.
now, we kind of need it. I like it. I like it. We just make that double. It's a triple.
And it's probably good leaving this one here because of this run back for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, he's got to be real careful. I like it.
I don't want to throw like backswing peel. I think it's just nice. We just got to get it out of here.
Yeah. It's half
Just half rock.
Half rock, like, yeah. Just firm, eh?
Yeah, maybe a little less, eh?
Yeah. We basically have to hair this top one here. Do you have room?
Looking at that back one.
Yeah, maybe.
I have throw peel.
Yeah, yeah I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking to try to
we gotta
make
have
the
enough
triple
weight.
on this shot. You might be thinking, why isn't he just playing the draw? I think if the game was tied, you might see James coming down and freezing on that back one, but they're trying to bring those top red stones into play.
Just firm.
And from the house, that's what James is going to see.
So has to squeak by that stone that was just attempted to be chopped by Colton Flash to make this triple.
Curl! Curl!
James Stratton, can it curl enough? Oh, it just clipped that yellow, just hit it, and then pops it right to the button, buried.
If he doesn't
And
touch,
Saskatchewan lies too.
If it doesn't touch, I think he's got
throw,
it made.
James. Oh.
Just.
There.
Scary.
How is it scary?
Well, if you leave it here.
Yeah. Could just do this.
You could do that and give him this run double for 3.
I know.
It's really hard shot.
Pretty close to it to make it. It was close. Honestly, I think if it gets by, you make it.
Yeah. Oh, I know I did. Yeah.
So it's not also scary because if that's great, but if you're here, it's got the triple for 3.
Don't want that.
Which is an easier shot than that one.
Is sitting in the house any good with hitting that one?
Well, no, because it's
The
if
only
I just
other
knows
thing-
he just makes a double for 1.
It's really not an easy
Well, that's not
grip
too bad.
because you got to go this
It's not
way.
3. Yeah, that's. What do you mean? It's
Like, can we play this?
Well, he could probably come off the back and maybe make
Okay,
something
yeah, we don't
too.
want that.
I think we play this, and if we jam it, it's not bad either.
This is the best. Yeah, the best play I think is lying 3.
We just can't nose it.
I know.
'Cause then he still has.
You also can't hit this thin though either.
We'll play less weight then.
I mean, it's
So we
still,
can manage it with.
Can he get here with hack?
No. Flash like
Still
board
has
weight.
that shot.
You could just throw one right here too. I don't. I like hitting that one out, but. Okay,
Just what do you do with it though?
let's
Like,
roll. Let's roll to here. Roll it in, yeah. Out turn. We know it's gonna be straight. I like
we
this.
can. Okay. What kind of weight you see?
I like solid hack. Half a rock.
Pat Simmons is their fifth player. I'm sure he would have a lot to add.
Yeah, take some ice.
Yeah.
Like, man, worst case, you flash it. You still have to play that run.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, here's what they're worried about, James being able to play that double.
Solid hack.
They're worried also that if they sit right there, but again, if they sit right there, it's an easy double. Now, that's only to score one. So they want to get rid of a stone, so you eliminate that and hopefully roll in.
In the meantime, let's pop in and check in on Kevin Cooey taking on
Mine's
Thomas
never an issue.
Scoffin, Team Yukon.
I got a hair more.
And it looks like, Kathy, you're behind that sheet. He's got two
Three.
for sure. Three,
Three.
okay.
Line's
good.
So the draw for 4.
It is needs
line's perfect.
full
Can't hurt
8 foot to blow this game open.
And consider it blown open as he gets his 4. 8-2 Cooey over Scoffin, who actually lost a Canadian junior back in 2013 as Team
Tough
Alberta up in Fort McMurray to Matt Dunstone, who's currently competing over on sheet A.
Attaboy, Flash. Beauty.
And there you see in our feature, my goodness. Colton Flash having a game and more heat on James Grattan.
Well, terrific weight choice by Colton.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to be aggressive because you roll half a rock and that triples right there. That's what I said. Jam it right in there. It's fine. It actually makes the angle better because then that run is harder.
You get one. I don't know. There's nothing else there.
Gotta plug it.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to throw a ball.
No.
Just same weight kind of thing, eh?
Same weight as I just did.
Okay.
Well, we saw James run a corner guard in the second end and nut it perfectly. He needs to do that again.
Is it like 2/3?
Yeah. Almost a thick half, but.
Well, this would get the crowd going on this Monday morning.
Whoa.
If he could pull it off, down by 4. James Grattan, final stone here in 6.
Whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl.
Does he have the angle right? Drive it in, into the house, bang the yellow. Oh, what a try.
One yellow.
Great effort.
That's a brilliant shot to give up one. What a great throw. He's had some tough ones, Brian.
High degree of difficulty the entire morning as the 1 yellow remains on the button. A steal has Saskatchewan in control. Welcome back to our feature game in Lethbridge. James Grattan, New Brunswick, Colton Flash, Team Saskatchewan. And yeah, that 3 and 5 really cracked things open, and the steal of 1. But Kathy, if you're just joining us, the real story, James Grattan has had some really tough shots every time he steps into the hack.
And I don't even know in watching it if it was there. He hit that guard as good as he could have and nutted it, but it was still jamming on the other one. So he reduced the scoring for sure from 3 to 1, but I'm not even sure it was there for shot, having seen him make it as good as he probably could have.
I got too much.
A little heavy right now. You'll let it wait.
T-line.
Or T-line almost.
Back
And
4.
props to Saskatchewan
You can
for
take it
putting
past
stones
it,
in the
maybe.
right spot and making
Back
things
eight.
very
It's
tough
coming down.
for New Brunswick.
I think you gotta let it stop. We're gonna create a pocket here, I think.
It's T-line. Sit,
terrible.
Sit. Good. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Just that extra extension. Do you have a hard slide too?
A little bit hard
Yeah.
for that. Sorry, guys.
That's
He's been
okay.
throwing a lot across the center line. When he
Okay.
crosses that.
So our feature game, Kathy, 7-2, and a few
I think you can
lopsided
approach this
scores
5 like it's a
around the
couple
sheets of
Yeah.
ice. You see Alberta up pretty convincingly. Team Canada up by 2, but with hammer for Bosher, and you see Dunstone, Team Wildcard 2 up 6-2 as well.
close.
Curl, curl.
This is the cutter.
Come on, hard.
All the way, Andy.
Nice shot.
So nicely tucked in behind that corner from Paul Dobson.
And you just keep plugging away.
Throw it hard.
In these games where just from word go, it has felt that Saskatchewan has had New Brunswick's number. Even if you look at the board and you're thinking, yikes, we're down so much, there is a lot of games still to come. And so you want to get everything that you can out of it. For sure, New Brunswick has learned today that there's a couple of rocks that they don't like. One that's a little straighter, one that curls more. Every game is a learning opportunity, and you have to take as much as you can out of these games.
I kind of like making that pocket. Yeah. And they'll probably, yeah.
Looks like max ice, so doesn't it? I gotta move it a bit.
For this rocks, it's max ice, yeah.
Just take a little less, Paul.
A little tight. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah. Back 8.
No, weight's okay.
Good.
Whoa. All right, line's good.
Weight's okay. Just bumping like a foot
Clean,
right now.
clean, yep. Straight. Really straight. Hard. Jesus, lost some steam, didn't it?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I thought he was heavy coming out of his hand, feeling that it came down pretty hard.
Well, they said that, right?
Yeah.
Did not say back 8 or a little heavy to begin, and then it
2/3.
Okay.
grinded down.
2/3, Cat. All right.
And we've not seen that. We've not had any experience of the sliding path breaking down.
Oh, close.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Close.
No!
Looking for the double.
No!
Catlin Schneider, 1, 2, lovely touch.
Hard. Great shot.
Terrific throw.
Oh boy.
That had some heat on it.
There we go. Yep.
Well played. Even if that stone doesn't go right out, you've moved it out of the 4-foot, but some great brushing made sure that it disappeared.
It's close. That's close. Straight.
Yeah.
And for New Brunswick again, trying to put it in the pocket, try to get a jam.
Hard, I know. It's line's perfect. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, nice shot.
Okay, that's good.
There's a little wall of yellow now.
And this is where
thin
Colton
half.
really doesn't mind if in removing this stone, some of the yellows go as well.
Thin half. Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
No.
Clean.
I want to touch one of
I
them.
do, yeah. Nice. Okay, good.
Just precision, slicing it out of
Good
there.
shot. Good throw, bud. Good pair.
Well, that's above my pay grade, Kathy.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, is it?
You know what? Everybody has their own ways of dealing with nerves or pressure, and so as the coach and brother, when things aren't going well,
I thought last.
maybe focusing on something else
Play the
Like you
way.
need to go.
helps.
Maybe Dean Grant could teach us how to use that thing.
I can't. It's like slide
on,
puzzles.
Paul.
There's things that you're good at and
Come on,
things that you're
Paul.
not.
Hard. Hard. Go, buddy. Hard. Whoa.
Ah, shoot.
Mind you, I'll be impressed when we go back there and see him actually complete it, right? That's the trick. You have to.
Well, I can spin it around.
I know.
Nobody
That's
says
I've seen it.
Make something
Spin around,
perfect, and I can always draw it.
I think it was Jussi Paavonimi from Finland who had set some record, and at the
Out
Worlds
turn,
some
on the
year
rock.
he was always flipping around and could do it in record time.
I got it.
13 seconds, I think it was.
Trying to make that double, or? I mean, it'd be great if we hit our own, but that would be quite awesome. Yeah, we don't.
Well, Jussi's got you,
It's
got you
touched it?
beat,
Half
buddy.
rock?
I would just need
half
some
just
paint
mix
and
it,
just,
I
you know.
think.
Oh, yeah, half gets.
that'd be the only way I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, let's update you PEI and Team Canada. Brendan Botcher trying to get win number 3. And it looks like
he's playing a tap for 6. Already lying 3. You can see that if he can get by the guard and tap the stone that belongs to Tyler Smith at the back of the 12, there's 2 other stones that will come into play.
Clean. Clean.
Whoa!
Easy clean. Easy clean.
wow.
Start counting, Muddy.
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
C'est correct.
C'est bon. Yeah, he's got that swagger going, doesn't he? 11-3, one of the favorites.
And it's a quiet swagger. He just goes about his business. It's not flashy, but he makes a lot of those soft weight shots. And no one bigger in this particular game this morning than that for 6.
Room. I don't think it's too close. Line's good.
Line's good.
It's all there. Little tap.
Okay, whoa then. Whoa. All right.
Oh, wow. See, now you're just showing off.
Well done.
Right? That'll get...
The crowd's on their feet.
That's great.
It's hard not to just blast everything, but it's okay. Flash. Let's go, buddy.
Well, it's tough, you know, as you go back as a 5th and a coach, when you watch your team struggle, you search for words and what is it that you can relay to them to help get better performance. And I think for James Grattan, he's had a wonderful outing. He's made some tremendous shots, but needs to get some help through the order.
Nice shot. Thanks.
Good throw, Flash.
Yoki. That's nice board. Let's get rid of the hammer.
Yeah.
Not like we can do much with it.
No. No.
Well, and positive thinking. James does keep it light out there. He can get frustrated like anybody else. No need for the double. Just get to the nose. And then you will have the opportunity to throw those 2 guards that cannot be removed.
Whoa.
Just clean.
See if things change.
Clean.
Nice quiet weight here from James Grattan. There you go. Puts a single on the board. Hammer back to Saskatchewan, but it's been a very nice performance thus far for Colton Flash and his team. Well, got the iPad out, obviously watching curling, or maybe not. This Monday morning in Lethbridge, how good is that? Just hanging out with Mom, watching Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, or maybe a fan of Team Cooey in Alberta, maybe a fan of Brendan Botcher. Glad we have fans back in the building, and thank you for watching
Same
wherever you are. Our coverage on this Monday morning on TSN. It is Team Saskatchewan, a 7-3 lead. Colton Flash over James Grattan and Team New Brunswick. And really, Kathy, one of the rare draws where you look across all the sheets of ice and nothing really that close in these contests. So one side of affair is really across all 4 sheets of ice.
And sometimes that happens. And it's certainly the case this morning.
Good throw. My bad.
And in some of the games, you really have situation where you have, for example, Matt Dunstone versus Newfoundland Labrador. You have one of the favorites versus one of the new. So you have some, you know, imbalances in terms of experience. Well, some very even numbers.
They're gonna have to fuck.
So we look at the lead position. And that's consistent with coming in. They were tied in percentages and remain tied with each other. I'm going to assume he was light.
Come on, boy, get that there.
At least they're having fun out there, Kathy.
Come on, dear. Come on, you got it. Play, boss. Go.
Oh, man. Well, Kathy, it's not a good sign when they don't spit out a split time or something. They just start laughing. Here.
Well, and listen to them. As soon as he lets it go, they know.
Sorry, bud. Well, it's infectious. I mean, they got us laughing here.
Oh, dear. Well, and you know, and I think that for Paul, he was just trying to be so sure that he was throwing a long guard. Those ones are hard to throw. And Kevin Marsh, this was one of the keys, the biggest discrepancy in between these two teams. It was tied at 2 positions, 2% different at skips, but there was an 8% difference going in, and Kevin Marsh put an exclamation point on that this morning.
Do you remember in your time as front end Kathy, someone delivers, you're like, oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
How many times, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've lived it.
Yeah, you just think they're trying to kill me. They want me removed.
Curl. That's good there. That's good there.
You know, one thing, and it is a talking point, and I think it should be, because every Olympics we see changes, and we talked a lot, even in our feature, of course, Darren Moulding now, new team. As Team Canada felt the change was needed. Colton Flash now skipping his own team.
Gotta go on this one.
We talked to a lot of skips and players and asked them, what do you think, not us, their opinion on how many teams of the top ones in Canada might remain the same, and a lot of players said not many, if any at all. So a lot of changes expected. And when you played, Kathy, I mean, it's changed a lot, but even back then, being cut as a player, I don't know if you were ever cut, but those decisions have to come down, and it is part of the business side of this game.
I've been on teams that I knew we were letting a player go, and I was on a team for sure that people decide that they need to move on.
Yeah,
it's part of the business. It's my least favorite time of the year. Even now, as an analyst and a coach, I dislike it because there are going to be people that are going to be left out, that will not be able to continue at the highest of levels just because there's no room for them. And you look out, and I know that a lot of these men that will switch will find a spot on another team, but will it be, and we look at Darren as one of those players that was cut, but will it be at the level of the team that you are at? Will you have the opportunities to play the tour, to travel across the world and compete? And there's always people that win in those changes, and there are people that lose, and that's why it's my least favorite time of the year, but it is part of sport.
Lovely numbers from Catlin Schneider as he brought his A game on this Monday morning.
How do you?
I know Darren's so grateful because he knew this Brier was coming to Lethbridge, thought he'd be part of Team Canada. So I know grateful for his opportunity to be on this New Brunswick team. And maybe they do stick around this New Brunswick team, and maybe there's more to it as we check the update. Team Canada, Brendan Botcher.
The only hope we have is
and obviously
the guard will
a tough one this morning for Tyler Smith.
And the Botcher team looking very, very comfortable and solid.
Easy.
And so for Tyler, was trying to play the hit and stick, I think would like to end this game on a positive note.
And does. And that will be a handshake. So Brendan Botcher improving to 3-0, 11-4 of the final.
Good game. Thank you. Good game. Thank you. Good game. Thanks.
Good luck.
Hey. Yeah.
Good job.
Good one.
Get this guy.
You did it.
So nice handshakes there, and also great to see that Aaron Slichinski got some time in as the alternate.
With the gripper.
Well-known name. Competed for a long time in Alberta.
And it's important if you have the opportunity to get your 5th in the game so that if they are needed in a tight game, they've at least had the opportunity to throw, play a couple of stones.
Got to see Carter Rycroft, a familiar name, come in.
You bet.
Play some games, and the record setter. How about Nicholas Codner, the 15-year-old who was the alternate for that young team, Newfoundland Labrador, youngest player ever to suit up at the Brier. We saw him a couple draws ago. What a thrill for him.
Like an edge of the button, inside edge of the button, probably.
Yeah. Try and get one sunk.
Player comparisons are
Maybe
brought
less
to you
than
by
that, eh?
New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Maybe like
Kathy, you know, you look at the numbers. James Gratton, the degree of difficulty has been pretty tough for him, and obviously he is trailing where it matters most in the scoreboard.
Well, and he would trade his numbers for a bigger one on the scoreboard. But I think that 88% is so well earned. He has made some very, very difficult shots. Just did not get the support through the order.
Shot Flash. What?
And Colton Flash, keeping in mind, he's played a really good game, but early on he hit and rolled out on a couple. That's 50%. So instead of 4, you're awarded 2 points, and all you need is a couple of rollouts, and it impacts your numbers. But I think we'll be very comfortable with how he has played today.
I like the weight.
Yep.
Lake's pretty close.
Well, line's good. Curl.
So trying to hide behind the
right
guard
now.
that
Always
is
curl if we sweep.
the closest to the house,
No,
Just gotta put it right on
it
the
will
tee
be
line.
just biting
roll
on the tee line
Shot. It's a good shot.
to be buried at all.
Look at that. It's pretty good.
Good one.
It is.
Very well done.
That is called making
I
the
think we,
most out of what you've
play it
got.
and get two.
You've done it with me for a decade, Kath.
Well,
Just wanted to get it running nice.
it is a work in progress.
Put it right on the pin here. Is that 14.75? Positive, right?
14 and a half is fine even.
Okay.
But yeah, 14.75 will be fine. You can probably get a 15 there if I really had to.
So this is not a quiet wait. This is the draw because of how well James Gratton was able to make that last shot.
Close. Clean. Keep up room down. Keep up room down. High clean.
I think it's good, guys.
Clean, boys.
Final stone here in 8.
Still running. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
And does need to sit down.
Shot.
And will.
Shot. Flash. Good job.
So good enough for the single. And an 8-3 lead for Team Saskatchewan.
You're in, I guess.
Strong game. Colton Flash dominating.
Put him in,
Full
coach.
step
He's
aside from Lethbridge. Welcome back to Lethbridge. The first time this city has hosted the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. 4th largest city in the province of Alberta. Wonderful hosts thus far. Excited for a great finish, as it is the first Monday of this year's Brier. 8-3 in our feature, Saskatchewan leading.
You got it.
And we can tell you Pat Simmons has come into the game for Catlin Schneider, a very familiar face. Simmons, 2-time Brier champ.
Good brush.
Good shot.
Now there's somebody that you can pull off your bench to play any position.
Running the good stuff on the outside should run good. It should, yeah.
Those championships, 2014 and one in Calgary as well, 2015.
Yeah.
Tee. That's really hot. Really hot.
Tee back 4. Tee line. Back
Let it
4.
curl.
Back
Let it
4.
curl.
Well, and
Where is
Pat's
it?
sort of a
Back.
walking
Coming
coach.
down.
He's
Stay
done a
close.
lot
Tee.
of work
Tee.
with
Go, Pat.
Saskatchewan
Yep. Bump
as an
line. Yep,
organization, the
Nice
Curling
nose.
Association, as well
Right,
as
right,
Curling
right, right.
Canada. But when you think about Steve Laycock, who we've seen him with, Ben Hebert, this young team, Ryan Kleider's team at the Canadian Juniors, he has just such a wonderful demeanor. We talk about Reed Carruthers and coaching Carrie Anderson. I would look at Pat with that similar sort of
20.
respect that he has earned and just quietly goes about doing his business, but has lots and lots to offer every time he opens his mouth.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Line's nice.
Might have to go a little for line.
Line's nice.
No, line's good.
Tee. Get it to the tee.
It's there.
Yeah, weight's pretty good.
That's good.
Is he gonna make this?
Update time, Kathy. Let's check in on one of the 3 wild card teams,
All right.
Matt Dunstone, at 3-0, taking on Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, it is a learning experience for this young Newfoundland Labrador team, and for Matt Dunstone, an opportunity here for 3, already lying 2, needs a bite of the forefoot.
Sliver wider,
How you have to
line's
go?
good.
Flying the
Line's no
podium
problem.
in his
Put it
last
on the
2
tee.
Briars.
Line's good.
Have a look, running like it's pretty close. Line's great, hasn't moved
2
at all.
bronze
You gotta
medals
get
in
on
his
the
back
tee with
pocket,
this
and you
line.
just feel that maybe Matt
Get it on the tee
Dunstone
and
ready
you're
to
good.
take that next step.
Tickler in, boys, you're good.
Really nice
Go
draw
on, Matty.
weight. And that will be 1, 2, and 3 more.
Game, guys. Thanks, guys.
And
Good
that's
luck, eh?
game. So a win over Nathan Young and his team out of Newfoundland and Labrador. 9-3 your final score. So just one
guys. Have a good
game
week.
remaining,
Yeah,
and it
great
is our
job, buddy.
future.
Have a good week.
Great job, dudes.
Kim, have a good week.
It's always
Weight's
you.
good, line's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, leave some separation. Good. Come on, yep. Good.
Good.
How much you got? 3/4. Okay, try to make this. It's 2/3.
And this moments ago as well.
Hey, man. Good luck.
Kevin Cooley, one of the favorites in his home province.
Carter in again.
Purser.
Yeah, it was, John Morris said, it's so cool to play with one of my best buddies, and Rycroft getting some time. And another win. Kevin Cooley looking strong as well.
Yep. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Hard!
Pat Simmons.
Good throw.
Okay, good. That's a good shot still.
They'll jam it. Shooter rolls over.
Drop Pat, attaboy. Go, Pat. That's a good result, too. Yeah.
Yep. Where is it?
I think we're just tee right now.
Yeah, go
Trying
then.
to get it back of those
Hard.
yellow
Room on it,
stones,
let's
even
go.
corner frozen, so any removal, some of the yellow stones go, so that
Hard, you got it.
eventually maybe that stone that is buried behind the corner guard can count.
Oh, nice shot there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Just
wonderful.
tickles by all 3 and settles back button.
Hard! You got it!
Kathy, I'm right behind
Hard,
this
you
sheet.
got it.
That is incredible how much that finished and curled, and you can't see a lot of it for Pat Simmons here in the hack.
Oh, nice shot there.
Great weight, no tick on any of
I
those
think
stones.
so, Cold.
Oof.
Right? Like, what's he going to do on his next one?
Draw, not try to get another one in there.
I mean, you can try to make that.
Yeah.
Closed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may as well try to make this if we're peeling the corner. Yeah, okay. I think so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Intern, eh?
Yeah, intern.
I think in, yeah. Unless you'd rather throw the out. But.
No.
Well, I think Pat asking just because the broom is in the middle of the rock, wanting to make sure that he leaves nothing to chance.
Whoa! Whoa!
Go down.
Hard! 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 Hard!
Okay, that's
Okay.
good.
Should try for that, I guess.
It's fine. Good throw.
That's good.
Nice. Yeah.
Get rid of that one.
Still a few shots away at middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Like we just.
98%. Hanging out with Dad now on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good, eh, Dad?
What am I throwing? Control?
Yes, you are.
Board?
I don't board.
Okay. I like
Dad
it.
was pretty good too back in the day.
Oh, he
skipped
sure was.
Saskatchewan at the 1990 Briar. Actually was an alternate for Adam Casey back in
Yep, all the way.
2017 in St. John's.
Yeah, you got
Yep. Really hard. Really hard.
Hard!
Gotta go.
Hard!
Hard, right to it. Right to it, right to it, right to it.
Sit.
Ah, shoot.
And that
That's
shoot is that
close.
little roll off as it hits. Because if it stays locked on the yellow, there's no way to get back to that stone, and any removal like yellow goes, but because of that little bounce off, the double's there. So close.
Down to skip stones now here in 9. Team Saskatchewan will take on Team Canada
Regular PO or?
later on tonight. And next up for New Brunswick, it'll be Glenn Howard, Team Ontario, also tonight.
Whoa, yep, whoa, yep. Yeah, really hard. Gotta go.
Trying to save it here for Colton Flash. And just misses that one back button.
Okay, Flash. Oh, just. All right.
Nah, good throw. Good try.
Shoot.
Just curled up a little
It's
bit.
the same thing, like board weight.
I thought
just
you were,
low.
I thought you were a hair and tight.
Okay.
This is just a little soft on
All right.
weight, right?
He was bored, I think. So he was what he wanted to, right?
Same as Darren's shot.
Yeah. I think the only thing with Darren's, like, he was just bored.
He was tight too, I thought. so.
Okay. Okay.
I think mine. I think mine will run here.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm thinking too,
Yeah.
James.
So board weight. Good discussion at the hack. Noting the differences in his throw versus Darren's.
Close.
A little big.
Curl, curl, curl.
Whoa!
Curl,
Curl!
curl.
Trying to get across the
Hard!
face and corner it
Whoa!
and get rid of the back.
Okay.
So close on both. Imagine that red one on the line just about 2 or 3 inches to your right.
If I ever bump it just a sliver, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Right? And if I just nose, it's fine. I think try to roll it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hair, just a hair. Just a hair, yeah. Just peel and just kind of roll up to the side of it. If we can bump that like 1 inch, then ours is never going anywhere. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's probably curled up. Or no, it stayed really straight, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty straight. Yeah. Shouldn't do much out here.
So big weight.
Sweet! Whoa!
Big
yeah,
deal.
yeah,
Hard.
yeah!
Hard down.
Hard!
Colton Flash, big weight, one just underneath.
Okay. Curled up quite a bit.
Yeah, it's great.
Jeez, that curled too.
That curled a lot.
Yeah.
It's just getting to that point in the game where they're just you can count on them going.
Never saw that curling at all.
Nope.
Okay.
I know
So,
they'll turn better.
Yeah.
Lining up the double to try score 3, get
Yeah,
within
it's definitely
2.
better.
Coming
turn
home
to
in
throw.
10.
Just
It's sharp, but it's definitely there.
Yep.
It's pretty.
Let's take enough to make it.
Quarter rock.
I was looking quickly if you could just maybe tap and be shot for 3, but no, it's jamming.
Quarter.
You're jamming all day long there.
Maybe a thin quarter. Just firm.
Well, we have seen his numbers and the degree of difficulty that he has faced today, and he has certainly risen to the challenge.
Well, this would make it interesting.
Yep.
Coming
yep,
home in
yep,
10,
yep, yep,
if
yep.
he can make it. Final stone in 9.
Hard!
James Grattan needs the double.
Hard!
Has to stick
Hard!
it. Hit it, roll it, and just not to be.
One red.
Just the one red.
Good game.
And that'll be handshakes.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Valiant effort and a good
Good
battle.
luck.
But Team Saskatchewan rising to the occasion.
Good luck. Good luck, game.
As Colton Flash
Good luck. Come boys. Good game,
able
mate.
to pick up another win.
Guys.
8-4 the final.
Way to go. Good game. Way to go.
As Pat Simmons coming in, getting a little bit of playing time, some air time.
Well, and for Pat, he comes into a role like this where he is just going to add
even Colton's last one
to the team.
Actually, a lot.
Really hard.
And good too.
Great line caller.
It wasn't a sweep out of his hand for sure, but
and always talking things through.
Just getting flat enough, I think.
Yeah, if they get on a run, you can bet there'll be some Saskatchewan fans making the trip, supporting the green. Time for the game story. It's brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Well, the game really broke open in 5 with that attempted freeze that rolled off and allowed Colton Flash to hit for 3, and then a steal in 6. Even though we wound up playing 9, it really capped it off in 6, and some really even numbers. James Grattan, I think, had a wonderful game to have lost, and Colton Flash and his team just looking solid from beginning to end.
8-4 your final. Another win for Team Saskatchewan. We'll update the standings for you. Obviously, our focus on Pool A this morning. Dunstone wins 4-0. Cooey another win 4-0. Botcher improves to 3-0. And Flash now 2-1. And there you see Glenn Howard still looking for win number 1. One of the all-time greats. A nice win for Saskatchewan. Always nice after a game, win or loss, isn't it? We'll step aside from Lethbridge.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Colton Flash, great performance, and something we've missed, the players have missed, signing some autographs and saying hi to the fans after a win. Saw James Grattan and his family, win or loss, so good to have that support back in the building. As a nice performance from Team Saskatchewan.
We really wanted to do a lot of things to be ready to play in this Brier and to get to be in it, and every team from every province improving all the time, so every year the field's the hardest ever. We kind of have been saying that for a long time, and it's fun to be involved in those fields.
So grateful to wear this jacket representing the province, and of course the best of the best are here, but we've played these guys a lot of times over the years and we've beat them a lot, so hopefully trend and peak at the right time.
And that is our matchup when we return this afternoon. Jason Gunlickson 2-1, Paul Fleming would have started 2-0, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic Roeder back in the booth. He'll join Russ Howard and Kathy Gauthier with the call. As Team Saskatchewan a nice win, they will battle Team Canada later on tonight. Monday morning at the Brier, we're just getting started. Thanks for watching our coverage right here on TSN. We'll see you this afternoon.